What is up, New Beginnings Church? Happy Monday morning to you, and welcome back to this devotional series. I pulled it off. I didn't just do a week with Willard. I got 2 weeks with Willard. And last week, if you missed it, you should go watch it. It's all in the Lord's Prayer. But there is another series that he just came out with, and I'm telling you, I haven't heard all of it. I've heard a bunch of the newer or the first parts of it. He has a series on the book of Revelation. Again, you should go to shanewillardministries.org. Go buy it all. I find the book of Revelation to be so fascinating and yet at the same time so confusing, and so many people talk about it in weird ways. Shane, first question is this, how do we even begin with the book of Revelation? Because people ask me hey, I'm going to start reading my Bible. Where should I start?
Yeah.
I never say Revelation.
Never, ever.
So for somebody who says, hey, I've read other parts, but I really want to take on Revelation, where would I even begin? How do I start?
So I'll start with something that sounds really technical. Revelation is theopoetic apocalyptic satire written in a chiastic structure.
Can you say that again a little slower?
Theopoetic apocalyptic satire written in a chiastic structure.
I love it.
Right. Now what that means is we have to read it humbly. So my check with anybody with the book of Revelation is when they call it Revelations, because it's revelation, singular, of Jesus Christ. Not revelations of how the world ends.
Wow.
Right? So that's number one. So anybody that comes in real haughty and sure, I'm like, you're amazing. Like rooms of theology experts in Hebrew, Greek, history, all of this, they are nuanced and humble with how they discuss this book, and you've done it.
So I'll give you an example. I don't know, it might have been a few months ago, these people approached me Sunday after church, and the first thing they asked me was, what is your take on the end times in the book of Revelation?
Right.
And they were like, because we study, this is what they said, and we know
Right.
know this, we know that. And I stopped them, I was like, first of all, I would never say
Hi,
that.
my name's Todd.
I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't get to ask John what he was writing. I
Right.
haven't been to heaven to talk to Jesus and ask what that meant.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
And it's clearly, again, you get a bunch of brilliant people that love Jesus, and they're all still wrestling with this.
Yeah.
That should tell us something.
Yeah. And major scholars like N.T. Wright, Tim Keller, Eugene Peterson, David De Silva, they're not panicking, nor do they come to the same conclusions you do, and they're experts in literature, right? So, and just the way they use the word end times, words don't matter. How people picture words working matters. So when I say end times, if somebody pictures the end of the world, like when a first century rabbi said end times, he wasn't talking about the end of the world. He's talking about the end of an age or end of a period of time.
End of an era.
Right, end of an era. So when Jesus said, this generation will not pass away until the end times have come upon you, those people are dead. You got to do mental hula hoops to act like. So the question isn't, are the end times upon us? The question is what happened in those people's life that was the end of one age and ushering into a new age? And to me, the answer is obvious. It was the destruction of the temple in 70 AD by Titus. So now there's no more sacrifices. There's no more existent temple that you can go to get right with God. It ushered in a new age. So I'd say first we have to read Revelation humbly and hopeful. Revelation is a hope of God reconciling and renewing all things. And it just tells the whole process in an allegorical way to get there. Like apocalypse, like if you Google apocalypse and just hit images, it's meteors, zombies.
It's destruction.
Apocalypse just means to uncover something. So we have to read it humbly, hopefully. And the people who put Revelation in the Bible, so there was 6 councils, and Revelation nor Hebrews made it into the first 5. So the 5th council, they made a compromise, and they put Revelation and Hebrews in. But they said, Revelation must never be read as a prediction of the future, but rather a call to worship, to ask myself, is my life today, my actions, how I'm living my life today, how I treat my world and my community, is it forwarding the narrative of the Lamb who's willing to suffer and serve the world? Or am I using my power, energy, and resources to oppress and hold people down like the beast? That's the dynamic question, not predicting the future. It's how am I using my energies today? Do I use my energy, power, and resources to serve folks? Or do I use my energy, power, and resources to oppress them?
Now, I've had a question for you because I've heard certain people say this, and it doesn't sit well with me, but like, the idea that like, hey, he came once as a lamb, but he's coming back as a lion. And I'm like, well, only the lamb could open the scroll.
Yeah, and the lamb was already wounded when he came down out of the heavens, and because he had suffered for the whole world. Yes, it's just a myth.
So that's the thing. I think most people take the book of Revelation is like, hey, this is the way in which God's going to get them all.
Right.
And you're saying we kind of missed it there.
Yeah, missed the whole point. Like this is the way that God establishes his kingdom through love and service.
So first and foremost, when we pick up the book of Revelation,
Yeah.
we hold it humbly,
Yeah.
hold it curiously,
Yeah.
and then what would you say finally? As you said, hope.
As a call to worship and hope. Like, am I using my power, energy, and resources to serve my world? Or am I using my power, energy, and resources to oppress them?
Like the beast.
Like the beast does.
There's so much more in this. There's a beast, there's a thing, there's 7 church. There's so much more.
Yeah.
Church, I love you so much. Do not miss tomorrow. I will see you then. God bless.